Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. Now for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Well, on Tiger Talk, Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson, coach the Salem Tigers, went down to the Kabul Invitational Holiday Tournament, came out with a consolation championship, 3-1 in the tournament, gone 1-4 the last 5 games. Coach, I think the Tigers are starting to get hot.
Yeah, we're really happy with the way the boys have been playing. Winning a big game at Camden at the Lake right before Christmas was huge for us, gave us some momentum going into the Kabul tournament. And then winning 3 out of 4 against good competition was really great. Had some games where we played really well and it wasn't really close, and then we had a tough loss to a really good state-ranked Norwood team, and then coming back that last game and beating a good Alden team. We were down at half, 7 or 8 points, and the boys battled, played good basketball. Some different kids stepped up, and it was really good to play good basketball as a team.
So as we break this down game by game, Coach, you really dominated the Summersville game and pretty much got some nice balanced scoring. But the Norwood game, we kind of had one really bad quarter, didn't we?
Yeah, the Norwood game, Gavin St. Paul got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes, and then Braden Gatch got 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes. And so, those two guys rely on them for a lot, and both of them in foul trouble. We really struggled. But, the boys stepped up and played well, but we were just in foul trouble the whole game and just rotating guys in and out. And it was just, we never got in a good rhythm there. And kudos to Norwood, very well coached, very talented team. They got the best of us in that game.
Got a chance for a reprise of the Cat Classic against the Licking Wildcats. And, Coach, very, very close game in the first half, but it was all Salem in the second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Licking game was a good one for us. We battled the first half and then was trying to, figure out a good way to go about it. And, we got up and ran a little bit, and that was kind of the best thing for us. Our transition offense looked really good in the Kabul tournament, and that's something we're going to be harping on the boys and relying on a lot more this year, because we were scoring kind of in 40s, low 50s, and, now we're amping it up a little bit, letting the boys get out and run.
And when they run, they can really run. And they showed that against Alton. It was kind of a very high, fast-paced early part of that game, and scoring was on both sides, Coach. It looked like you guys were both going to hit 100 after that first quarter.
Yeah, the coach and me giving up 44 points at half is not pretty at all. But, sometimes the games go that way, and, you got to just let the boys play and just trust in them. And, when it mattered in the second half, we got stops and kind of slowed them down. And offensively, we kept clicking. So it ended up working out for us. The boys, had played good ball. We had some different guys step up. We got the usual guys that always come to play, but some new faces stepped up in this tournament, which was nice to see.
And now you're letting the guys kind of get out there and run with the ball, though you still know how to slow it down if you have to, and that's the beauty of the Salem Tiger team, isn't it?
Yes, and you got senior guards like Lincoln Thomas and Braden Gatch. You can trust them to make good decisions and play good ball. They both can handle it well and knock down free throws, and they can do it all. So relying on those two is a huge advantage for me as a coach.
Always good to have that senior leadership, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Osage. They're coming in tonight, winners of the Legends Bank Holiday Classic, so they're coming in pretty hot, 6-2. They've been playing some pretty good basketball, Coach.
Yes, very, very good team. We went up to the lake last year after New Year's, and, they handed it to us. They got a lot of those kids back, so they'll be talented. They got a couple shooters and a couple digs inside. Very, very even matchup, I believe. They play a little bit faster than we do. They average about 75 a game. So we'll see about the holiday tournament. We played 4 games since they played, so hopefully we keep it clicking. Maybe they might be a little rusty, but it's going to be a very good competitive game. They're a very talented team.
Well, they've won 5 straight coming in. We're 4 out of the last 5. This should be an excellent basketball game tonight in Salem.
Yes, and we expect a big crowd. We haven't had a lot of home games and stuff, so people ringing in the new year can come watch some Salem Tiger basketball. Should be exciting.
Well, Happy New Year, Coach. Again, congratulations on the consolation championship at Kabul. That's still, you're not winning the whole tournament, but I tell you what, that was been tough to beat that Bunker team down there. They looked pretty awesome, didn't they?
Yeah, there was very talented teams. The top four seeds were all state ranked, and we battled with Norwood, came up short against them. The boys really won that game, but came up short, bounced back, made the best of it. So it was good for our boys.
All right, Coach, well, the very best tonight against the Indians of Osage. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. A brand new year, Tiger basketball. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is next.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. And now get ready for Salem Tiger basketball, right here on KSMO Media.
And welcome to high school gymnasium. Time for Tiger basketball, but first our national anthem. Let's take a 90-second break and come right back. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. Stan Stevens, Cade Moody, along with you on this second day of January. A new year, man. It's a new year. Yeah, anyway, we got a lot of good basketball coming up as the school of the Osage comes into town. Last year, they pretty well laid it to Salem at the Osage. Very good basketball team last year, very good basketball team this year. As you heard, they are 6-2 on the year. They just came off a championship of the Legends Bank Holiday Classic, where they're going to be ready to play. But so are the Salem Tigers, coming off of the last 4 out of the last 5 wins. They're playing good. The only loss in there against Norwood in a game that obviously state-ranked Norwood. They're a very good team. Tigers had one bad quarter in that game, but it cost them. They just couldn't catch up. So, starters tonight for the Osage will be Blake Harrison, Jackson Long, Maverick Trusty, Luke Wolf, and Chandler Willoughby. And for the Salem Tigers, here's our starters tonight. It'll be
Braden Gaps, senior.
Gavin Sapal, senior.
Lincoln Thomas, senior.
Brian Halliday, junior.
Eli Wofford, sophomore.
The late change. Instead of Mr. Ryan Hallinar, was Ryan Cunningham in there on the screen, so we got that late change, and they will be starting out tonight. If you're video streaming with us, you'll see at the bottom of the page our score bug. That's brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. They sponsor it, and they have been for many years. Call Zane 314-243-9341. Our Tiger Talk brought to you by the Flying W Boutique and Licky Glass Salon ladies. They've been doing it all season long. We do appreciate that. Candy, Katie, and Alicia. And our intro to basketball brought to you by Nine Country Salem Realty. Pat Wells, broker owner, 573-729-3148. And our instant replay is brought to you by Hubs Tire Center. They're right across the street from the radio station for all your tire needs, auto repair work, and other work. Give them a call or just stop on by and see them at 801 South Main Street. Tigers the ball. Wofford back to Thomas. Drive again underneath the Sapah. Double team. Gets away from Willoughby. Off the glass and in. Coming down the floor, it's Maverick Trusty. Trusty trying to dance his way past Gaps, pushes him off. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off of, it looked like it went off of Trusty last. Official on the floor right there said no, it hit Gaps last. Stays with the Osage. If you're watching it on the video stream, the Osage is in the burgundy uniforms with the white trim. Salem in their white uniforms. A three by Trusty does not go down, but taken down by Willoughby on the rebound. Trusty outside it goes to Long for that shot. It will not go. It's brought down by Sapah. The other way, Gaps with 7:25 to go still, and the clock's not moving here at the Salem High School gym. So I'm thinking this is going to be a long first quarter. Gaps with it right now. Gaps trying to turn the corner, goes to the hole. Underneath it goes to Wofford. He is fouled, I believe, by Tanner Willoughby. We'll see if that's the call. And it is. Let's see if they start the clock this time. Gaps gets it into Wofford. They did this time. Wofford beyond three. Starts his drive to the hole, but lost it. Turnover number one for the Salem Tigers. All the way down, laying it up and tying the game is Jackson Long after the steal. 2-2 our score just underway here. Salem High School gym. Happy New Year to everyone. We hope you enjoy the contest tonight as Thomas has it, guarded tightly there by Willoughby. Goes down the corner to Cunningham. Cunningham is blocked. Ball comes on the floor to Sapah. Outside the Gaps for a three-pointer. It's good. 5-2. Tigers got a break there, Caden. Back the other way comes Willoughby. Getting it over there to Harrison. Harrison, who had a good game against Salem last year, flips it right side back to Willoughby. Beyond three, guarded there by Cunningham. Off the foot of Willoughby and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for the Indians of Osage. 6:33 to go in the first quarter. First quarter start brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Street, your agent. 573-729-4941. Another three by Gaps. And the Tigers jump out to an 8-2 lead. Man, when he gets hot, it looks so easy. Willoughby has it out near center court, flipping it there to Wolf. Wolf on top, Harrison between the circles, starts his drive into the paint to the hole, lays it in. Blake Harrison's got those long arms, long legs. He's got a lot of moves down into that paint. Here's Cunningham with it for Salem. Inside goes to Sapah, outside to Thomas. His three, it's good! Lincoln Thomas hits his first three of the night on his first shot of the night as Harrison comes back the other way. Hanging that ball off to Long in the corner. Trying to get it back to Harrison, does right in front of the Salem bench, guarded there by Gaps. Gaps can't get it away from him. Harrison with those long legs, he's called for a travel. Had to kind of pull that ball away from Gaps, and in doing so took an extra step. He's all arms and legs out there, isn't he?
Yeah. He is a good athlete. He really tore us apart last year.
Gaps has it, trying to drive in on that perimeter. Gives it off to Thomas. Lincoln trying to stay away from Long. Goes inside to Sapah. Sapah with Wolf all over him. Back to Gaps for yet another three and another hit. 3 for 3, 14-4, Salem on top. Back comes Wolf. Outside, getting it there is Long. Long to the paint, to the hole. Lays it up, missed it. Brought down by Long. Long back turns, shoots, scores. Should say Trusty with the drive and Long with a rebound. Got numbers mixed up there. We'll get that straightened out, though. Cunningham back to Sapah. Sapah trying to cut in, gets blocked off by Wolf, down to Thomas. Thomas had that ball almost stolen away from him. Ball left on the floor. Sapah has it to Gaps for another three-pointer. Pinball's out. No good, and taken underneath by Luke Wolf. Gives it to Trusty. Trusty to Wolf to Trusty. Right beyond three. Back to Wolf inside. Tipped away by Wofford as Salem gets their first steal of the game. Back comes Gaps. 4:21 to go. Gaps guarded there by Trusty. Giving it off to Wofford. It's stolen away by Harrison. Harrison all the way down against Wofford. Turns, spins off the glass and in. Count the basket. And he drew the foul. Tell you what, that's some balance the way he was getting, just kind of maneuvering with Eli Wofford. And tight roping that sideline. You talked about being very athletic. Tall, lean. And he's got a lot more strength than he looks like he has, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
14-8, Salem on top. First free throw of the game coming courtesy of Blake Harrison. And he hits to make the three-point play. Tyson Connors comes in. Checks in for Wofford. Hallinar also in the game for the Salem Tigers. Coming in for Cunningham. Thomas trying to get away from Willoughby. Goes to Connors. Connors in the corner. Waiting for it. There's Gaps for yet another three and yet another good shot. 4 out of 5 in this first quarter, and the lead goes to 8. Trusty down low, intending there for Wolf, and Wolf had that ball knocked out of his hand, but they're going to call a foul on Tyson Connors. Not sure that he needed to foul him, but looked like the ball is going to go off his hands anyway. 2 team fouls. Each side has 2. .337 to go in the first quarter. Indians inbound to kick it outside to Butler for a three. It's short. Comes out off the foot. They're trying to say it went off of Hallinar. The official said no. It went off Ethan Wall, who was underneath the basket. Salem Tiger ball with 3:33 to go. Coming up slowly is Gaps. Gaps trying to drive in. Can't. Goes back to Connors. Connors flips it across to Lincoln Thomas out near center court. Trying to get that ball across to Hallinar. And a good job by Harrison. Reading it. Goes down. Gets the basket. Draws the foul. He is just so smart. He just reads the play. He's got 4 points off turnovers and has drawn 2 fouls. And he's gotten 1 point off a free throw off one. Now let's see if he can add another one. So it could be 2 3-point plays, and he did. 6 points off 2 steals. That's not bad. Salem cannot leave that ball in the air with him around. He is very quick. Ball stolen from the hands of Gaps cleanly there by Willoughby. I'm sorry, by Marshall. Excuse me. Willoughby out of the game. Here comes Trusty. Kicks it out on top to Wall. Wall to the paint, to the hole. Lost it. Ball loose on the floor. Taken there by Trusty. Down low. Stolen away by Hallinar. 2 Gaps. 17-11 our score first quarter. Gaps between the circles. Goes left wing to Tyson Connors. Guarded there by Trusty. Going back to Hallinar. Hallinar long pass basically into the hands of Gaps, who was being guarded by Tyler Marshall. Ball went right between the hands of Marshall, who was guarding Gaps. And he kind of pushed him into the bench of the Indians. Each team with 3 fouls here in this first quarter, remember. Not like it used to be. There's no 1-and-1s anymore. It's when you get to 5 per quarter, you start shooting 2. Gaps has it, goes back to Sapon in the right corner. He drives to the paint, to the hole, trying to lay it up. He's fouled en route. Looks like it's going to be Ethan Wall with that foul. Rock G Western Trading Post has all your Western apparel, boots, and decor. Stop on by and see them for those post-New Year's needs that you might have at 3629 North Highway 19 or call 573-247-5000. Locally owned Rock G Western and Trading Post. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. It will be key Salem to hit free throws in this game. The JV struggled with that even though they did win 61-52. Can't give Osage extra opportunities or extra points. Both of them missed. Brought down by Hallinar, putting it back up, and it pinballs in. Big offensive board by Ryan Hallinar. 19-12, Salem on top. Trusty, top of the key, inside to Harrison. Loop. Gosh, he made it look so easy. Going from one hand to the other, just a little loop scoop, and flipped it off the glass and in. Wow. Gaps getting it off to Sapon. Giving it over to Connors, all beyond the 3-point line, right in front of the Indians bench. Top of the key, left side pass to Gaps. Right in the South Central Association. Gaps with the lane all the way down, lays it up, and it finally goes in. It laid on top of the support for quite some time. Minute and a half to go, first quarter, and a travel call on number 10, Cole Butler. Now they took off, shifting those feet. Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning has a stand-up bed plus 6 regular tanning beds. See them at 405 North Main Street. They're open 24 hours a day. 573-453-8024. Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Connors in front of the Indians bench on top. Gaps. He wants another 3-pointer. It does not go for him. Brought down by Wall. Wall the other way, getting that to Long underneath the basket. Goes to Harrison. He lays it in. He's got 12 in this first quarter. Gaps has a total of 14. Here's Thomas. Thomas bounce pass to Sapon. Sapon flipping it back to Hallinar. Gets away from Harrison. Back to Thomas for a 3-pointer. It's good. He's got 2. 24-16 with 45 seconds to go in this the first quarter. Here's Harrison. Struggling with it, gives it off to Jackson Long. Long underneath it goes, trying to spin, turn, kicking it back to Harrison. Harrison struggles, rolls with it, actually walked with the ball. He did. Didn't know if they'd call it, but he made a heck of a move in that paint to get away from 2 Salem Tigers. He's very, very blessed. He's tall, skinny, got long arms, long legs, but I tell you what, he's fluid. Just fluid. Here comes Gaps. Gaps gets it over to Hallinar. To Wofford. Wofford to the paint, to the hole. Kicks it outside to Thomas to Gaps. He wants a 3. He cannot get it. Ball hit the rim, hit the boards, and hit the rim. And then Wofford battled for it and went off of, I believe, Ethan Wall and out of bounds. It stays Salem Tiger ball under the basket. 24-16. Here in the first quarter, Salem on top against the Osage Indians. Hallinar having to retie his shoe. Inbound, comes all the way out to Gaps. Wide open, didn't take the shot. 20 seconds to go. Back to Thomas. Thomas gets tackled, and should be a foul there on Tyler Marshall. Let's see if they do call it. Tyler slipped and then took out Thomas. 16.9 seconds left. Fourth team foul on Osage with only 16.9 seconds left. Next one would put Salem at the line. They put Willoughby back in for Marshall. Trying to get around his Thomas. 10 seconds left. Over to Gaps. Gaps goes in the corner to Helenar. Into Wofford. 3 seconds left, and Wofford will travel with the ball. Again, trying to fight that clock. Wofford tried to get off to too quick a start and shuffle the feet. The other way, his long down shot from half court, no good. We've played one quarter. It's Osage Indians trailing to Salem Tigers 24-16. We'll come back in a minute. It's Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Dr. Ashley Cunningham in the Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center wishes all of you a very happy new year. And for all your animal health care needs, get in touch with her. She's the vet that you can trust. 573-729-4031 at 900 West Scenic Groves Boulevard for pets or livestock. It's Dr. Ashley Cunningham at Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Caden, what's the difference in the Salem Tiger team you see now versus the one you saw in Camdenton before the new year?
They're playing great, Stan. You know,
they're hitting threes.
They're shooting the ball well, and they're rebounding. And you know, the problem is Osage is very good. They are athletic. They can move around. But Salem is playing very good.
All right, sounds good. Inside is Harrison. Kicks it outside to Long. All the way across the floor. The shot from the corner for three. It is good by Willoughby. 24-19. That's the first three-pointer for Osage. Here comes Gaps all the way in. Outside it goes to Cunningham. His three-pointer. It's an air ball to get to all the way to Willoughby, and he tried to get up to Long quickly. Long trying to cut in. Just stopped, pulled up. Shot will not go. And Helenar brings down the rebound. To Thomas. Thomas to the paint. Goes outside to Gaps. Another quick three. Off the iron. Brought down. Well, almost brought down by Long as Cunningham came in from behind and fouled him. First foul for Ryan Cunningham. 5-point game. Salem leads it over Osage after the three-pointer by Tanner Willoughby. He'll bring the ball up. Willoughby drives to his right. Guard there by Helenar. Hands it off to Long. On top, Harrison. Harrison will give it to Trusty, and Trusty on the perimeter down to Willoughby to Harrison baseline. Spins, turns, off the glass and in. Nicely done. Spins to his left, spins to his right almost seamlessly. You can't get a good read on him. Gaps would set him up by three now. Gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham started to drive in, now goes back to Wofford. Wofford drives to the paint off the glass. It won't fall, but he'll draw the foul and he'll shoot two. Salem's got to make these free throws now. And the foul is going to be on Blake Harrison, his first. So Wofford, Salem 0 for 2 from the stripe. He misses. Sapon and Ragsdale come in. Helenar and Thomas check out. Wofford with another free throw. This one also no good. Salem's 0 for 4. That's not a good sign. Long pass underneath for Willoughby. Stays in bounds, kicks it all the way back to Long for the three-pointer. Rims in. And we are tied up. Long hits that three-pointer. It's 24-24. Sapon in the paint, trying to drive in against Wolf. Baby hook shot, good. Count the basket. He draws the foul. Right over top of Luke Wolf. And they'll call the foul on Wolf. So then we'll get another opportunity on a free throw. They're 0 for 4. And that one is good. Willoughby has it, bringing it across the timeline. Salem in half-court defense. Flips it off to Wolf. Wolf stops, goes, looked like he wanted to go in the corner, finally does go to Willoughby. Down low to Trusty, flips it up in the air, no good. And Wofford has it, tried to rush that shot. Back the other way, Salem. Gaps to the paint, wants to kick it back outside. Instead, takes it, banks it in. Defense let down, and he was able to turn and cut inside. The other way, it is Long. Flipping out on top to Wolf. Giving it to Willoughby, back to Long for a quick three, and it's good. Man, that was a nice shot with no prep time. 29-27, Salem up by a deuce. As Gaps comes between the circle, flips it left wing beyond three to Cunningham. Cunningham bounced it right in the feet of Willoughby. He steals it all the way down. Willoughby wants to tie it. Instead, goes to Long, and he scores. We are tied again at 29-29. And a timeout called on the floor. And I believe the timeout was called by Coach Patterson. 29-29 our score. We'll take a 30-second break and return. This is Tiger Sports on KSMO Media.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
We want to thank the Salem License Office, being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 1104 South Main Street in the Crossroads, 573-729-8304. That is your friends at the Salem License Bureau. I want to thank our timeouts for being brought to you by Jonah Schaefer. Wishing you and yours a very happy new year of American Family Insurance at the Crossroads, 573-729-5165. Ragsdale has it on the perimeter, trying to get away from Trusty. Down low to Sabal. All alone, he scores. That's a good spin move away from Harrison himself. 31-29, Trusty goes by Ragsdale on the baseline, spins, can't get the shot off. Flipping it back to Long. Jackson Long in front of the Salem bench, stops, takes the pass inside to Wolf. Wolf down low to Harrison, off his feet, out of bounds. 6th turnover by the Indians. Salem with 3, though the Indians do have 3 steals. All 3, nope. Salem with 4 turnovers, excuse me. They do have one travel call. Here comes Thomas. Thomas to the paint, to the hole, flips it up. No, it won't fall. No one under the basket. And Wolf brings down the rebound. 4:25 to go in the half. Long stops beyond 3, gives it to Harrison. To the paint, to the hole. Trying to take it in, tied up there by Sapal. And possession error will favor Salem Tigers. Good job by Sapal to reach in on Harrison as he's trying to back in. Tie that ball up, created the turnover. On the possession arrow call. Gaps right side to Thomas. Wofford got knocked down by Wolf. No call there. He gets back up. He's trying to take it inside. Kicks it out to Sapal. Sapal circles outside to Ragsdale on the perimeter. Trying to get it back to Gaps. He does. Gaps on the baseline to the hole. Reverse layup. It will not fall. Harrison has that rebound. Quickly the other way to Long down the right wing. Long pulls up from 3 and then fires it intended for Wolf, but he missed him. Ball goes out of bounds to hit the bottom of the stage here at Salem. Hey, I want to thank our friends at Dent County Farm Supply, being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Feed, fertilizers, mowers, weed eaters, you name it. They've got it locally owned at 1716 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, Denton County Farm Supply. Proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. Wishing you a happy new year. Looking forward to serving you in 2026. Pass to Tyson Connors back in the game. Connors on top to Sapal. Left wing pass. Getting it there, Thomas. Inside to Wofford on that low left post. Spins, turn, trying to get away from Harrison off the trying to get that shot up. Couldn't do it. Ragsdale with a rebound out to Connors. Connors will get fouled there, I believe, by Trusty. And Maverick Trusty will have his first foul. Good name for the way he looks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maverick Trusty. That's a great name, though. I like it.
Looks like a hockey player.
He does. Here's Tyson Connors for a three. It was partially blocked, and trying to keep it alive was Sapal, but it comes down the hands of the Indians. Down the floor is Harrison. Harrison triple teamed. Gets it outside. On top to Long for a three. Trying to bank it in. It would not go. And it's tied up. Possession arrow will favor the Indians. 2-point ball game with Salem on top with 2:57 to go in this first half. Trusty will inbound it. Fires that ball up and stolen away by Sapal. Wow, what a steal. He just went straight up and got it. Down the other way. Here comes Thomas to the paint, to the hole. Short jumper, no good. And a foul's going to be called underneath the basket on Osage. Could be on Trusty or it could be on Wall, either one. And it's going to be on Trusty, his second. Fourth team foul now on Indians, and Salem will be in a bonus now. Trusty will check out. Will be back in. 2:46 to go in the half. Inbound comes to Gapsh. A three from the corner. Pinballs around. Will not go. Somehow came down the hands of Harrison. Quickly up the right side to Long. Long to the paint, to the hole. Then back on top. Waiting for it there is Butler, but he walked with it. Boy, some unforced errors by the Indians. They did that in the JV game too, didn't they?
Yeah, it looks like the Salem Tiger defense is speeding him up a little bit. That's what I've seen in the second quarter.
2.5 left to go here in this half. 31-29, Salem with the lead. As Thomas trying to cut to the paint. Gets cut off by Willoughby. Now takes a baseline. Still has it to the hole. And he gets it to go down. With the left hand, Thomas circled around, stopped, ballyhooed, and came back and was able to find the net. Willoughby has it. Trying to bounce pass it down to Long. Long flipping it back out on top to Ethan Wall. Goes in the corner. The three-pointer from there is off the iron. And it goes deep and is handed right into the hands of Gapsh by Wall. Gapsh all the way down, off trying to scoop it up. It will not go, but he is going to be fouled by Willoughby. Willoughby has his second foul. 33-29 our score. Gapsh will go to the line to shoot two. He's got 16 in this game. Butler took that three-pointer from the corner, and it just didn't do anything. Skimmed the rim, as they say, and kept going. Gapsh with his first. It was good. His second one is en route, and it is also good. Lead back to 6 for Salem. As Willoughby will bring it down. Quickly the other way to Wall. All the way down. Lays it up and in. Nicely done. Wall had a head of steam going toward that paint. He got the pass. He just continued on his way down. Sapal against Wall. Spins, turns. Can't get the shot off. Goes to Wofford, right wing in the corner. He's trying to work his way in. Past Willoughby. Lost the ball. It's stolen there by Harrison. Harrison down the Long. Off the glass. No good, but a foul called on Salem. That'll be a shooting foul. Turnover number 5 of the Salem Tigers. And Thomas will be called for his second foul. 1:27 remains in the half. Connor's going to come in, take Lincoln's place. As Long is ready, and his free throw is no good. Take a look at Long. If you're watching this one and streaming with us, Long has an orange and a green sock. Now, there's got to be some significance to that. I have no idea what it is, but Looks good. It's festive. And the next free throw also no good. Brought and tipped and goes out of bounds off of Harrison. It'll belong to Salem Tigers. (35-31) our score. As Gaps will bring it up, half-court defense by the Indians as we're nearing the halfway point of this ball game. With the ball, Connors out on top to Sapah, gets away from Wall. Sapah to the paint, lost the ball, goes out of bounds off the foot of Willoughby. Earlier tonight, the JV won 61-52. They're now 3-2 on the year, and the freshmen won as well, 27-32. Inbound comes all the way out to Ragsdale. Ragsdale backs out, giving it off to Connors. Right side pass to Gaps. Down to a minute left to go in this first half. Gaps to the paint, stops, slides it back to Sapah to the hole. Reverse layup. It will not go. And Harrison and Gaps both get tied up, and I think Gaps is going to draw the foul. It would be his first. He and Harrison were tied up. 54 seconds. Tigers defense half court. JV was doing a lot of pressure defense. And a quick three, no good, but a foul's going to be called on Ragsdale, I believe, and Long's going to shoot 3 free throws. A little bit out of control was Hayden Ragsdale going after the player and then made contact, and that's kind of a critical mistake. They're actually going to say it was on Tyson Connors. I don't believe they got that one right. Free throw's good. The first of 3, and the second one is also going to trickle in. Long, who just missed 2 free throws, makes these 3. Did you see Tyson Connors make contact with him over there? I was 99% sure it was Ragsdale, but they put it up as Connors, so can't do anything about it now. Here's Gaps with it. Double team, goes back on top to Wofford. 30 seconds to go in the half. Wofford gets away from Harrison, trying to drive in, spins, turns, knocked away. Another steal for the Osage Indians. In the corner, driving down off the glass. No, it would not go, and Ragsdale gets that rebound. Short shot by Butler wouldn't fall. 9 seconds left. Gaps beyond 3. Stops. Wants to go back to Connors. Turns and Connors 3, no good. Put up and in by Sapah. That's going to count. That's good. As Sapah got the wild shot by Connors, which was way short, and just flipped it up in the air, and then it was able to go down. And the Tigers get a little benefit shot there at the end of that quarter, and they lead after 2 quarters of play by a score of 37-34. They were outscored in that quarter 18-13. And Caden, your impression of the Salem Tigers here in that second quarter, a little bit different than the first. They couldn't hit those threes.
Yeah, it was Osage started to get better. Osage struggled the first quarter, and then they started to play better the second quarter. It looks like Salem defense, they sped up Osage a few times over the course of the second quarter. Some shots that Salem didn't hit when they made in the first quarter. But now, remember the Tyson Connors foul late in the quarter. Remember that, because Osage didn't score after that. With the rest of it could have been 37-31 instead of 37-34.
Absolutely. So Salem Tigers, though, do benefit, and they were hot as a firecracker hitting from threes in that first quarter. They had 6 of them, 2 by Lincoln Thomas and 4 by Braden Gaps, but they had to settle for the 2s and actually made 3 out of 5 free throws in that second quarter, and that helps. Always like to see those free throws go down, but still under 50% for the night. But still being out-rebounded in this game by an 8-7 margin here in this contest. So not a lot of, I'll tell you what, really a lot of good hard play underneath, but just not a lot of missed shots. There's a lot of shots that are actually being made straight on that have benefited each team. We are at halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back. Salem Tigers do lead at 37-34. Back in 3 minutes. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
And don't forget the Salem Memorial Hospital Salem Family Medicine will be offering a health fair come next Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's got a lot of free stuff like free health checkups on DEXA, BMI assessments, skin cancer screenings, blood pressure checks, glucose finger sticks. You also get EKGs, the Alpha-1 antherpin test, and then they have the paid services offered where you can get your lipid profile, your healthcare profile for $40, and a PSA test for the guys for $15. Get that 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. next Tuesday at Salem Family Medicine. Again, if you do want to take the lipid profile, you do have to fast for at least 10 to 12 hours. That'll be at the health fair at Salem Family Medicine next Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I want to thank our friends over at Jet Tire and Auto for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers, 800 South Park Avenue. If you need tires for any vehicle, they can get them for you. And, of course, you got off-road vehicles. They have the right off-road accessories you might need, too. Get in touch with them at 573-729-3650. Professional level service with that hometown feel, Jet Tire and Auto. And, of course, our friends at On the Spot Auto Glass. Check them out. What they do is in their name, they check out your auto glass and change it right there on the spot. That's why it's called On the Spot Auto Glass. Call 573-247-3608 or see them on Facebook, On the Spot Auto Glass. Pretty even game in the first half. Caden, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought both teams, I thought Salem played better the first quarter, and then they kind of hit or miss the second quarter. Then Osage, on the flip side, they didn't play really well the first quarter, and then they kind of clicked it on the second quarter. What I want to see is, they've been keeping Blake Harrison. They've kind of been keeping him calm. This guy is a great athlete. It's hard to move from such a big height, and how big he is. He's not really that big, but he's tall.
He's tall.
And he can move.
Got a wingspan on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to see the Tigers put more pressure on him. A couple times they put pressure on him, and then they sped him up, and then they threw the ball out of bounds, and then they got the ball back. But I want to see more of that this half.
And it looks like they have been collapsing on him because they have forced him into 2 traveling calls in the contest. Matter of fact, 11 turnovers for Osage in the game. And I only have them, for as far as turnovers, only 4 of them were forced, and they were 4 steals in the Salem Tigers. So they made some just bad turnovers, traveling calls. They a couple of passes that went out of bounds. So you have that. I mean, I get it. You're going to have a few turnovers in the game, but a couple of those turnovers, 2 walking calls called on Harrison in the paint. So. And obviously, the Tigers are doing something right there. But then Jackson Long kind of picked it up. He leads everybody in scoring with 15 points for the Osage, 14 for Harrison. Of their 34 points, those guys have 29. So they are leading the charge, no doubt. And then Tanner Willoughby has 3. And Ethan Wall, he has 2 for the Salem Tigers. Leading scorers Braden Gaps with 18, 9 for Gavin Sapal. And then 8 points for Lincoln Thomas, 2 points for Ryan Helenar in the contest. Salem was 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 5 of 7 for the Osage Indians. The Osage had 8 rebounds, Salem was 7. And as far as turnovers for Salem, they had 6 with 4 steals in that first half. 3-point shooting, Salem, we had said 6 in that first half. They're 6 of 8. They missed 2. 0 for 6 in the second quarter. So all of a sudden you go from 6 out of 8 to 6 out of 14. That percentage isn't quite as good.
Yep.
But we'll see what they can do. Of course, we all know if Braden Gaps gets hot, you can just watch him just shoot. It's just so pretty to watch. When he is hot, it looks effortless to do it, and it's just amazing. So when we look at the game, foul trouble. Got a couple of fouls on Tyler Marshall, on Maverick Trusty, and 2 on Tanner Willoughby, 2 on Tyson Connors, and Lincoln Thomas for the Salem Tigers. As we are at halftime, Salem Tigers do lead it by 3, 37-34. As the Osage Indians, they did not have a 3-pointer in that first half, did have 3 in that in that first quarter, but they had 3 in the second quarter, so they have 3 for the half. So they hit the 3s in the second quarter. Salem hit the 3s in the first quarter, and they lead it by 3. You need to play that parlay. I tell you what, if you're a betting man. 37-34 here at halftime. Happy New Year to everyone. Glad to have you along. Our next contest on KSMO Media, where we're streaming a game, will be at Bunker on Monday. We're going to get the ladies game against East Carter. And then we'll be right back with the Salem Lady Tigers against Sullivan Tuesday night right here at the Salem High School gym. The boys will be at West Plains that night. We'll not be covering that contest due to the coverage of the Lady Tigers game with Sullivan here at the Salem High School gymnasium. Well, I just want to pass that on to you. In 2 minutes, we'll come back with the second half of this one at Osage and Salem. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Nice contingent on hand for the freshmen and then JV and now the varsity game. Good student section during this holiday. Back to school next week. As Gapsh has it on the inbound, Salem has it, getting inside to Sapal, trying to flip it to Cunningham, but he flipped it out of bounds. Hotspot Tanning and Tux is at 1114 South Main Street in Salem, for 24-hour availability. They got red light therapy, and for the guys, there are no special occasions. They can get you a Tux. See them in the Crossroads or call 573-729-8699. That's 573-729-8699. Thomas comes up with the steal. The Salem Tigers. And gets the foul drawn. That's going to be on Jackson Long, his first. Just underway here, third quarter. The beginning of this halftime brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Your agent is Willie Strader, and you can get in touch with Willie. Contact him as Sabal goes up and he gets fouled. Willie's phone number, 573-799-4941 for something in the new year, or drop by his office, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Farm Bureau Insurance for small business communities and also for the individual. He's there to help you out. Foul called on Wolf, and Sapaw's free throw's good. Next one by Sapaw. This one does not fall and brought down by Trusty. Trusty quickly the other way. Into the Salem Tiger zone. Top of the key. Stops getting it off too long. Long. Beyond three. Back to Trusty. Right side. Gets to the top of the key again. Trying to dance his way in. Ball knocked away by Sapaw and stolen by the Salem Tigers. Back the other way. Here's Gapsh. Gapsh beyond three. Guarded there by Harrison. Gapsh going back on top to Cunningham. Almost took a quick three. Instead pulls it back out. Goes to Sapaw left wing. Guarded there by Wolf. Sapaw hanging on to it. Trying to drive in. Ball lost. It goes to Wofford. Wofford stops trying to get away from Trusty. Fires that pass inside to Sapaw. And I believe Harrison will pick up the foul. That would be his second. 3 team fouls now on the School of Osage here early in this third quarter. Pass goes out to Gapsh. Gapsh stops beyond three over to Cunningham. He takes the three. It's off the rim. Comes down in the hands of Wolf. He gets it to Willoughby as the Indians come back down by 4, 38-34. Willoughby has one of the threes for the School of Osage. Now down to Harrison. Harrison's shot is no good, but he'll be fouled by Wofford. I'd classify that as a good foul. He was going to score if Eli didn't bother him, and he was able to throw him off. Couldn't score. Now makes him shoot two. Free throw is no good. Now it becomes an even better foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball went into the cylinder, hit the back rim, and bounded back out. Next free throw, this time puts a little more arc and missed them both. Brought down by Gapsh.
Even better foul.
Even a better foul. Pass right side to Cunningham, back to Gapsh. Left side pass, Thomas in front of the Salem bench. Thomas trying to get away from Willoughby, goes between the circles to Cunningham. Right side pass over to Gapsh. Guarded out there by Mr. Trusty. He backs up a little bit. Resetting it for the Salem Tigers, goes to Wofford in the corner. Guarded there by Wolf. Wofford starts his drive in, going to spin to his right. Trying to take it in, can't. Now back to his left, trying to bank it in. He did. Nicely done by Eli. Good patience. 40-34. Now Trusty with a quick three. Missed everything. Harrison with a rebound, puts it up and in. Here comes Gaps the other way, to the paint, to the hole, all the way down. That shot blocked out, goes off of Trusty, out of bounds. Wolf blocked that shot nicely as Braden tried to scoop it. Ragsdale will come in for Cunningham. Inbound pass out to Ragsdale. Outside the Gaps, guarded there by Wolf and Willoughby. Goes to Ragsdale, top of the key. Ragsdale across to Thomas. Lincoln to Sapod. That high post back outside the Gaps for the three. Spins it home. Ball had great rotation. It just rolled right through that cylinder. That was beautiful. Here's Willoughby trying to get away from Gaps. Turn the ball over. As the Tigers steal it back. Gaps going up against Harrison. Lays it up and in. Timeout called by School of Osage. 45-36. And we'll take a 30-second break and come back. Salem on top of this one. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. 5165. Try that again. 573-729-5165. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Welcome back, Salem High School. Living a Dream Outdoor Properties, proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Call Jenna Disa if you're looking for farm or hunting or recreational outdoor property. She is a great specialist in helping you find that right property for you. 573-247-0521. Living a Dream. Proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Quickly down the other way. Ball missed on the shot there, taken by Wolf. And the ball goes off Trusty, out of bounds. Salem Tigers will take it. Leading it by 9. They have outscored the Osage here in this, the third quarter, 8-2. 3.5 into this quarter. Here's Thomas trying to get away from Wolf. Goes in the corner. Inside it goes to Wofford. Guarded there by Harrison. Back to Thomas. On the perimeter, to the paint, to the hole. Flipping it down to Wofford. Right in the face of Harrison. Can't get inside. Trying to get in. Turns, spins, baby hook shot. No good. And Harrison takes down the rebound. He should have kicked it out that time as he just could not get good positioning. Trusty goes back to Willoughby, top of the key. Willoughby starts to drive in, looks back, tries to go long and does. Long has it. Long struggles with it. Now runs into Thomas. To the paint, to the hole, and he'll be fouled by Thomas, and that'll be his third. Lincoln reached in. Gets the foul. Connors will have to come in for Thomas. That's a big loss when you got your ball handlers getting in trouble with fouls. Tyson Connors will check in. 4:01 to go, and Willoughby's got some blood on his hand. If they can tape it up very quickly, they'll hold play for, what is it, 30 seconds?
It's either 30 or 20, Stan.
Unless they call timeout. No, they can call timeout. Well, they're pretty quick with the tape. They're getting him patched up as fast as they can. Do want to thank our friends at Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Ridge Boulevard East. Remember, they've got some incredible values for you all the time. Remember, they restock on Thursdays, and they're ready to go come Friday morning. This morning was an outstanding collection of treasures waiting for you. 573-543-2113. Discount Bins, proud to support your Salem Tigers. Willoughby fires in the corner long for a quick three off the iron, straight up in the air, and then knocked out by Sapov, but taken down by Wolf. They go back in the corner. Here is Willoughby. Back, trying to get in, and stolen away. Straight up by Sapov. He just caught it in the air. Quickly the other way, Gaps slows it down as he crosses the timeline. Half-court defense by both teams so far in this game. Here's Ragsdale with 3:35 to go inside to Sapah against Wolf. And Wolf blocks the shot. And they'll say it went off Sapah last. Luke Wolf did a good job staying with Gavin and then just blocked the shot. And soon the ball came back and hit Gavin. And then went out of bounds. Tyler Marshall will check back in. He's got 2 fouls. He'll come in for Willoughby, and they'll probably patch him up a little bit better. Marshall to his left, flips it off there to Trusty. To Wolf, right side pass to Long, goes in the corner. Getting it there is Marshall. Marshall trying to get away from Gaps on that perimeter. Out to Long. Long skipped around a little bit, lost the ball as Gaps takes it down, and a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Long. Well, Salem Tigers have 5 steals. All 5 turnovers are from steals. Here's the other way, Connors. Going baseline to the hole, lays it up and in. Long didn't want to get his 3rd foul, so he just let him go. 47-36, Salem on top. Trusty trying to get away from Wofford, flips it in. Wolf all alone at that high post. Then backed up the other way, trying to take it against Ragsdale. Wolf, baby shot off the glass, no good. Sapah with a strong rebound and back the other way to Salem Tigers. Long pass to Ragsdale. Ragsdale stops, looks, fires it out to Wofford between the circles, handing it to Gaps. Gaps has separation from Marshall, trying to drive in to the hole, lays it up, scoops it in. One left hand to right hand and banks it home. Here comes Trusty the other way, all the way down, lost the ball off the foot of Connors. It stays with Osage with 2:21 to go. Salem will be at West Plains on Tuesday, take on the Zizzers. Will not be carrying that game as we'll be here covering a girls game with Sullivan. That'll be Tuesday night. Right to the top of the key, the 3-pointer up and good by Colt Butler. 10 points Salem Tiger lead, 49-39 with 2:10 still to go in this the 3rd quarter. Gaps gets a nice pick from Sapah, right back to Gavin. Spins, kicks it outside. Long jump shot by Ragsdale, no good. Put back up by Sapah, spins one more time. Shot no good, taken down by Wofford, backs it up and in. 3 rebounds there for the Salem Tigers, but they finally got the basket. 1:45 to go. Long trying to go inside to Harrison. Triple team. Harrison spins, trying to get it up, and they're going to call a foul on Salem. I'm not sure about that one. Unless there was some reach in I didn't see.
I think Eli got his hand in there.
Okay, well, like I said, unless there was a reach in, but otherwise it looked like Salem had pretty good coverage on Harrison there. And he will go to the line to shoot 2. 51-39 with 1:39 to go in the 3rd quarter, and that free throw's good. Hallinar will come in for Wofford. Eli with 3 fouls. Harrison wears number 2. He's the senior, and that free throw is also good. Back to a 10-point Salem Tiger lead. Here we are in the 3rd quarter as Gaps trying to go around Marshall. Spins it back to Sapah, top of the key. Sapah starts his drive into the hole to the paint, scoops it up and in. Nicely done by Gavin. He's got 12, and the Tiger lead is 12. Harrison goes back to Long for a long 3. They're rimmed in. Jackson Long with 18. And it's a 9-point Salem lead with 1:10 to go in this, the 3rd quarter. Gaps to the hole, trying to scoop it down underneath the Hallinar. He can't handle the pass. Just a 2nd turnover for the Salem Tigers in this 3rd quarter. 1 minute left to go here in the 3rd. Long brings it down on top to Harrison. Harrison stops, goes back to Long, another 3-pointer, and that's good again. You don't want to get these guys shooting free shots like that. Now it's a 6-point game, just that fast. The mistake by Hallinar cost the Tigers 3 on that turnover. Points off turnovers. You hear it all the time. Connors has it, and he walks with the ball. First unforced turnover by the Salem Tigers. We all know turnovers are going to happen.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's what the other team does with them. And in this case, went from 9 to 6 real fast. Pass down to Harrison. Kicks it outside all on his Butler for another three, and it's good. And guess what? We got a three-point ball game. It was just 12 points for Salem not even 40 seconds ago. 53-50. That's how fast this Osage team can score. Gaps the other way, all the way down underneath the basket, trying to kick it back out. Does to Helenar. And Helenar let Harrison steal it away. And he goes in and smashes it home. Did not protect the ball. Great steal. And a long three, no good. We have a 1-point game as we go into the fourth quarter, as Osage came back with a very strong last 13 points in less than a minute and a half, as they've come back from a big deficit to within one. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the fourth quarter. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Getting ready for the fourth quarter. It's being brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. Get in touch with Willie for all of your insurance needs, for all your life needs. Renter's insurance, boat insurance, farm insurance, he can help you out. 573-729-4941. Willie Strader and your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. 53-52. Salem now scored 18-16. Taking down is Harrison, trying to scoop it up. He's fouled by Sapal, and he'll go to the line to try and give Osage the lead for the first time in this game. Harrison with 2 free throws. Jackson Long with 2 threes. And Colt Butler with 2 threes. All came in a minute and a half left to go in the third quarter and changed this game around very quickly. Free throw by Harrison is no good. This one ties the game at 53-53. Gaps has it. Over to Thomas. Giving it over to Connors. Connors guarded there by Long. Connors pulls up, giving it back to Sapar. To the paint, lost the ball. Stolen away. And all the way down is Long. Takes it to the hole. Knocked away by Gaps nicely. .53 still tied. And 53 all with 7:34 to go. Inbound pass comes to Harrison. Harrison kicks it back on Willoughby. Out on top to Trusty for a long three. It's off the iron, no good, and Wofford has that rebound. I thought they'd set something up more to Harrison, don't you?
That's what I really thought was going to happen right there, Stan.
Here's Gaps with it. Back on top, Wofford between the circles, right side pass to Connors. Gets away from Trusty. Connors back to Gaps. She takes a three-pointer. It's short, comes down in the hands of Wolf. We're in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 53-8. Here's Willoughby. There's a little bit of a bandage on his hand. Now to Harrison. On top, Long. Long trying to get a pick, trying to go low. Stops, has that ball knocked away, turns, spins, takes a jumper. It will not go. And Sapal battles for it, brings it down and gives it to Gaps. Pass coming across to Wofford. A foul's going to be called. And I believe it's going to be on Wofford. Oh, they're going to call it on Harrison. Ooh. And Harrison gets the foul called on him, his third. And a timeout called by Coach Patterson with a score. Salem 53. The Indians 53. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. You know, 2026, a brand new year. Do you have the right coverages? If not, see Jonah, 1104 South Main Street. And remember, he can help you take the time to review the assets of your home to make sure you've got the right coverage. Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, 573-729-5165. We'll thank our friends at Technology Junkyard for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Remember, stop on by and see them out on Highway 72 North, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. And they do repair service for your TVs and computers, also recycling purposes, recycling services, and repurposing services as well. Get in touch with Chris at 573-453-0418. And also you'll find extremely affordable refurbished monitors and other electronics out of store. Check it out at Technology Junkyard. Here's Thomas with it, trying to get away from Harrison on top. Sapah between the circles, looking to get it back to Wofford at that high post, trying to get away from Wolf. Takes it in, short jumper, no good. Partially blocked, no call there as Harrison brings it down. Getting it off to Willoughby. Still tied at 53 all with 6:15 to go. Here's Long with it, trying to get a pick. Stops the high post, kicks it right side to Willoughby, back to Long. Jackson Long getting it to Trusty. Maverick Trusty to the paint, trying to spin, goes outside to Wolf. Wolf gets away from Thomas, going back to Long. Long trying to drive down, goes in the corner to Trusty for the three. It's off the iron, no good, and brought under control by Thomas. Left side pass on a short hop to Gaps. Back to Thomas with 5:43 to go in this fourth quarter, or I should say regulation. Gaps has it, holding on to it. Long right there with him. Backs off, gives him off to Willoughby. Just hand him off right to another player. Getting it to Wofford at that high post. Waiting, spinning, turning. Giving it off to Connors, trying to drive in. Connors cut off in the corner to Gaps for the three. It's too short. Bunt down and tipped by Wofford. Ball is still loose on the floor. Goes where? In the hands of Gaps. What a job by him to dig that out. Salem maintains it on that rebound. Thomas at the top of the key. Trying to drive in. Stops. 10-footer off the iron. Tip no good. Thomas brings it down. Back to the paint. Flips it up and in. Nice left-handed little flip. Salem back with the lead by 2. Trusty drives right by Connors to the paint. Lays it up and in. Maverick Trusty made a little move to his right. Tyson went with it and he took off to the left. He was right by him. Now Sapah underneath against Wolf. Oh, he gets right by him and flips it in. Nice move by Sapah. He moves to the inside. 4:25 left to go. Regulation. Trusty trying to drive in. Stop. Short pass down the corner to Wolf. To Willoughby for three. It's off the rim and brought down by Wofford. Salem with a 2-point lead. 57-55 here as we're halfway through this fourth quarter. Gaps, bounce pass to Sapah, guarded by Wolf. Again, trying to get by him, flips it up, misses, but a foul called on Luke Wolf, his third. Legends Auto, 500 West Scenic Rose Boulevard, is proud to support your Salem Tigers, keeping your vehicle in tip-top shape no matter what the season. Get in touch with them at 573-729-2884. Be safe on the road. Get to Legends Auto for all your repair needs. Sapah hits the free throw. Salem right now 5 of 9. I'd like to see more of those go down. Missed that one. Brought down by Harrison. Salem up by still one possession, a three-pointer. Here's Trusty with it. Giving it off to Long. A long three. It's too short. Brought down by Wofford. Eli reached out, snared that one away, getting off to Connors. Tyson goes in the corner. Guarded there by Maverick Trusty. Goes back out near center court to Thomas. Thomas will move to his left. Peel back in front of the Salem Tiger bench now to Sapaw. Guarded by Wolf. Sapaw to the paint, to the hole, lays it up. It's good. Nice job by Gavin Sapaw, and a timeout called by the Indians. Coach Yoder wants to talk about it. Salem with a 5-point lead with 3:28 to go in this, the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and return. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer, 573-729-5165. We'll return 30 seconds. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's only... And we welcome you back, Stan Stevens and Mr. Moody with us. You're heading off to college.
I am. Monday is when I report back.
Okay, we appreciate you doing this and having some fun with us. And we thank you for your insights. What should the Tigers be looking at right now with a 5-point lead and about still 3:48 left to go?
Well, you got to play good defense, and the biggest thing on defense is we got to rebound. The biggest thing is rebounding. Osage, it looks like they're forcing shots. So if we want to have them shoot from the blue line, go ahead and let them shoot from the blue line. But as long as you get the rebound, and then when you come back on offense, you need to pick some clock a little bit, but you need to have a good shot, which is a wide open layup.
Be patient, get a sure shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, 3:25 to go. And this, the fourth quarter. Harrison has it right at the top of the key. Harrison trying to get it back to Long. He does. Long guarded there by Thomas, who knocks it away, but Long gets it again. Then lost it again. It comes down in the hands of Willoughby. Willoughby going down low, trying to spin, turn, get the shot off. Wall was blocked. It comes back to Harrison. Now to Willoughby for the three-pointer, and it rimmed out. No good. Harrison does come down to rebound, puts it back underneath the wall, and he scores. Heck of a rebound by Harrison. And they put it back, and they get it back into a one-possession game, 60-57. Pass to Wofford. Wofford guarded there by Harrison. Wofford trying to drive in, trying to force that shot up. It does not go. Brought down by Harrison. Again, Eli tried that earlier. Should have probably passed that one off as well. Trusty with it. Trusty, top of the key, trying to get that ball in. Tip there, stolen away by Connors. And coming down is Gaps, and he just pumps it home from 6 feet. (62-57). Ball goes in the corner to Wall. Now to Trusty as the Indians are back in the offensive zone. Long across to Harrison. 2-10. Harrison had that ball knocked away, and again Thomas going to get called for another foul. That'll be his fourth. Looked like he knocked the ball away from Harrison, but he's going to have his fourth foul. Man, I hate to see that. Coach Patterson leaves him in. I think he wants the timeout. Think about it. 2:09 remains in regulation. 62-57. Salem on top. And another timeout called by the Salem Tigers. They still have 3 remaining as with Salem Tigers with a 5-point lead. We'll return in 30 seconds. Right after this, it's Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Remember, if you're a first-time home buyer, they do have a nice little brochure that can help you out, figure out what all the questions you need to ask when you're buying that first home. Drop by, pick one up, 1104 South Main Street. American Family Insurance wishing you a happy new year. The inbound comes into Trusty. He puts it in. Back to a 3-point game. Gaps has it across to Thomas. Thomas out near center court gets away from Marshall, who's back in the game. Over to Gapsch, 1:50 remaining. Willoughby comes after Gapsch. Gapsch gets a bit of a pick, gets some separation, stops, gets bumped into again. Needs help, fires it back to Thomas all the way across the floor. Guarded there by Long. Thomas, top of the key, stops, flips it to Sapah. Guarded by Trusty. Down low it goes to Connors, tries to put it up, does! He scores, and he grabs the foul from Marshall. Nice read by both Connors and Sapah. Nice little give and go, and it was beautifully done. A foul called on Tyler Marshall. That'll be number 3 on him, and Connors can make it a 6-point lead with the free throw, if he's capable of hitting one. Here in the fourth quarter, 1 minute, 31 seconds remaining in regulation. Tyson misses, comes out high into the hands of Long. Long the other way. Long beyond 3. Takes a quick 3, and it's off the front of the rim and no good. Brought down by Thomas. Good job. That ball looked good all the way from here, but it just fell short. Gapsch has it at center court, and now Marshall will foul him, and it was 4th. That'll be the 4th team foul also on the Indians, and the Tigers will be in the bonus from now on for the rest of the game with 1:15 remaining. Cole Butler comes back in the game for Marshall. Inbound comes to Gapsch, going back into his own zone. 1:10 as he crosses the timeline. Trying to double team Gapsch and a little separation. Now they get it to Sapah. Outside it goes to Wofford. Thought about shooting a 3. That'd have been a super big mistake. But he's kind of tied up there, and a timeout to be called by Patterson because Eli got trapped by Harrison. Sometimes you have to know where you are on the floor. You can't stand there and make that 3-point effort. And as soon as you do, you are trapped. And the Tigers had to burn timeout, but to do so and keep possession with 56 seconds left, Coach Patterson burns the timeout. Salem has 1 timeout remaining in the game. Another timeout means Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, is going to send it back for a 30-second break. Remember to call them at 573-79-5165. Back in 30 seconds, Salem leads at 64-59. Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
And welcome back. Don't forget our next streaming basketball game will be from Bunker on Monday night as the Lady Eagles take on East Carter. That'll be at 5:30. We'll have it right here on KSMO Media. That's, again, a video streaming game. No audio on that one on KSMO Radio. And then on Tuesday, the Salem Lady Tigers take on Sullivan. And we'll be here to bring that one to you on the radio as well as on streaming on KSMO Media. Our boys will be at West Plains on Tuesday night, but will not be there because of the coverage of the Lady Tiger game. Here's the Tigers with it with 44 seconds left and a foul called on Willoughby on Gapsch. Salem up by 5 points. It's just a 2-possession game. Gapsch will shoot 2. He's got 27 on the night. He could make it a 3-possession game by hitting both. We already saw what Osage could do in just a short period of time. So you know they can shoot. Free throw's no good. Gapsch has another one coming. That one is good. 6-point Salem Tiger lead. Quickly down the other way to Trusty. Trusty beyond 3. And he's going to be fouled by Sapah. Ooh. With 37 seconds left. And I've got Gavin with 2. That's the third Salem Tiger foul. Still have a foul to give. Willoughby has it. Willoughby out between the circles. Fires it down. Ball goes off Sapah out of bounds with 30 seconds left. I think Willoughby's out struggling trying to dribble that ball, and he did not have any desperation there. And looks like Coach Yoder's going to have to call a timeout. With 65-59, Salem on top. This timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. You know what his number is, 729-5165. We're going to take another 30-second break. Come right back. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
And we welcome you back, and always want to thank everybody for joining us for Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Whether you're streaming with us at KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, or KSMO YouTube, we do thank you for being part of the team that helps bring you Tiger Basketball and all of our great sponsors. Remember, if you would, please go thank these great sponsors when you hear their names or see their ads, because without them, we can't do this to bring it to you on KSMO Media. So again, without those guys, without those great sponsors, it just doesn't happen. I want to thank Cade Moody again for being with us. He'll be playing some college baseball soon. Boy, it's right around the corner. Doesn't seem possible. Just January, but that's the way it works. Trying to get in, ball tipped and stolen away by Wofford. Wofford can just stand there. Instead, gives it to Sapah. Sapah shot up and good. And the foul. Huge steal by the Salem Tigers. On the 9th turnover of this half by Osage and their 20th of the game. Sapah gets the basket on the steal by Wofford. And pretty well assure a Salem Tiger win with a free throw, and he does not get it. Comes down the hands of Trusty. Trusty with 18 seconds left, takes it to the hole, lays it up, missed it. Brought down by Wofford. Wofford loses it to Trusty as they steal it away. Take a long shot, put it up and in with 7 seconds left. By Long. Desperation three goes down with 6.7 seconds left. It's a 5-point Salem Tiger lead. And a timeout called by Coach Yoder. And we'll take a 30-second break and come right back. It's Tiger Basketball, Salem up 67-62. Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
.7 seconds left. Salem will inbound it from the baseline. Osage got that three from Jackson Long, and that's his 5th three of the game. Wofford will have to get it in. Gets it into Gapsh, and Gapsh will be fouled with 5.7 seconds left by Willoughby. Salem up by 5. If Gapsh can hit the 2 free throws, pretty well ends this game. He has 28 points on the night, and 2 free throws would give him 30. That'd be a nice round number.
Be a good way to start off the year.
It sure would. Let's see if Braden can do it. His first shot is pinballs all over the place, but finally goes through. Still a 2-possession game with 5.7 seconds left, but this one could seal the fate of the Indians here tonight. Salem would get the win, and Gapsh buries that one easy. 4 seconds left. Here comes Harrison, flips it out in the corner, flipped up and no good by Marshall, and that'll do it. The Salem Tigers win it here over the Indians of the Osage by a score of 69-62. It stops their 5-game winning streak. Salem has now won 5 of their last 6 games, and they go to 8-5 on the season, while the Osage Indians fall to 6-3. Caden, interesting game. 20 turnovers by the Indians. We saw again some of the unforced turnovers, but I thought Salem was a little bit more aggressive as they had 8 steals in that second half alone.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see them do that exactly. And, I got my wish because, Jared Patterson knew what he was doing when he came out of here at halftime. And, they came out to a good lead. And then Osage, they just came back with 1:30 in the third quarter.
It really hurt.
And then they go in the fourth quarter, and then the foul called on Tyson Connors when he made the basket had Jared Patterson fired up. It had the whole crowd fired up, and that's what I really thought the dagger was. Osage, they shot a couple. I mean, they missed. We got a couple more free throws, and then the Tigers win 69-62.
It really was a very interesting game, and because of the Harrison kid and his aggressiveness, he has absolutely just toyed with Salem in that first quarter, but Salem made some adjustments. He only got 3 more baskets in the entire game, and he had 5 of them in the first quarter. So the Tiger defense did something to change there to prevent him from having those easy baskets. And we know how difficult he is to if he has room, because he'll go around you. But the Tigers obviously took that room away from him, didn't they?
Yeah, they played. I mean, it was all Harrison in the first quarter. And then, the Tigers, they finally made some adjustments. But it wasn't just Harrison. They had a couple other shooters, But the Tigers, they played really well. They knew what to do and when to do it. And then they played really good defense the second half.
We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back with some stats from the final, this first game, I should say, of the 2026 year. I said the final game. Nope. Final game of your Christmas vacation. That's what it is. But it's the first game of this 2026 season. Salem again wins it 69-62. We'll take that 3-minute break and come back with some stats from this one. It's Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post. Visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
And welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem Tigers beat the Osage Indians and make a little bit of revenge from last year. I know, Caden, you were part of that team last year. The Osage Indians kind of had their way with the Salem Tigers last year at the school of the Osage, didn't they?
Yeah, they shot the lights out, and we came in there. We didn't know much about Osage, and we walked in there, and we got beat.
Yeah, it was not a pretty.
It was not
sight.
pretty at all.
No, it was not a pretty sight. But it was a much prettier sight tonight as Braden Gaps led the way with 30 points tonight as the Salem Tigers did defeat the Indians by a final score of 69-62. The Tigers have been playing some very good basketball coming off that consolation championship out of Kabul. You know, sometimes you get a letdown after that. Sometimes you don't. Well, Osage was coming off a championship of the Legends Bank Holiday Classic. I think they played a pretty good game. I think Salem Tigers played a pretty good game. We had a pretty entertaining contest here tonight.
Yeah, and what I go back to, Stan, is when they went to Camdenton to play them. You know, it wasn't a great game from either team, but they won. And they built confidence going into the Kabul Holiday Tournament. They beat Summersville. They lost to a good Norwood team. And then they beat Licking again, which
with a super strong second half. I scored them like 42-18.
Haven't beat Licking twice in a while for boys basketball, and then you beat a good Alton team.
Yeah, very good Alton team.
So coming in here, you have a lot of momentum, and like you said, Osage had a lot of momentum as well, but I really think the Tigers were the better team coming out of tonight's game.
I like the aggressiveness, especially in that second half, going for the ball, and I'm not even saying 50-50 balls, but balls that you're just putting arms out. You haven't seen Gavin Sapal jump up twice and actually steal a ball in the air on a higher pass, and not just knock it down or deflect it, actually grab the ball and steal it in the air. And when you do that, it's immediately we talk about points off turnovers, and I didn't keep it. Normally I try and keep a tally on that early on in the game. And it was unfortunate. I do know that when they went on that 14-0 or 14-2 string. In that second or third quarter, that they scored 3 times off turnovers. That's 8 points that they scored off turnovers, by the way. 2 of those are free throws and then 2 threes. Just that fast as we saw how fast Osage can score. But when you limit those points off turnovers, and obviously 20 turnovers, Salem did not take advantage of all those turnovers and score, but they did take advantage of a couple of them that were key. And not only the turnovers, but some rebounds. We talked about that. Kane and I were talking about that in the break. Key rebounds in that fourth quarter. Salem out rebounded the Indians 9-5 in that fourth quarter. Big rebounds. Wofford with a couple of big rebounds. He had 4 rebounds in that second half, and a big rebound by Braden Gaps to keep possession on a ball that was fought for between 3 guys. He's the one that came up with that rebound. But Lincoln Thomas, I thought, had a couple of huge rebounds on the defensive side because a couple of those 3-point shots were missed. He went up, got that ball before anybody else could get there, and then changed possessions just that quickly. So maybe not a turnover, points off of turnovers, but definitely ball control time was garnered by the Salem Tiger rebounding game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it? That's all you're going to tell me?
Well, that's all you – I mean, you said it all. That's all you said. I mean, I don't have words. I mean, you took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, my gosh. I don't want to do that. But anyway, let's go over some of the stats in this one. We'll go over the scoring for you first. Braden Gaps, I mentioned, led his way with 30 points tonight, and he was smoking hot early in that first quarter with 4 threes in a row, and then he missed one. He did get another 3 in the third quarter. He counted for all but 2 of the Salem Tiger 3-pointers as Lincoln Thomas had those. But he finished with 30 points, 19 points for Gavin Sapal, then 10 points for Lincoln Thomas, 4 each for Tyson Connors and Eli Wofford, and then 2 points for Ryan Hellenar. Wofford led the way with rebounds, 6 over 5 for Sapal, 3 for Thomas in the game. All 3 of those, though, came in the fourth quarter. And then Hallinar had a couple of rebounds. He had a big rebound earlier on in the game as well and got a putback for 2 points. That was the key part in the early part of the game. And then Braden Gapsch had a couple of rebounds and then 2 for Hayden Ragsdale as well. For the Osage Indians, leading scorer was Jackson Long with 24. Blake Harrison had 21 points. They were the 2 key guys. And then Jackson Long actually probably was the key guy in the second half. He was the one hitting the threes. And Blake Harrison only had 2 baskets in the second half. He was able to shoot 3 out of 6 from the free throw line, holding him to 7 points in the second half. That had to be the big defensive play for the Salem Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. They played really well. They had to figure some things out at halftime.
Right.
Jared Patterson knew what he wanted to do, and then they came out of here at halftime, and they played good defense. You know, the minute 30 that they gave up those 13 points, you know, it was tough because, you know, Osage, I mean, a wide open couple 3-point shots, and then all of a sudden it was right back into this game. But except for that minute 30, they played really good the second half, really defensively and offensively.
24 points I mentioned for Long. He led the way. Harrison with 21, 6 for Maverick Trusty, 4 each. 6 points for Colt Butler on 2 threes, 4 points for Maverick Trusty as well as Ethan Wall, and then 3 points for Tanner Willoughby in the contest. Willoughby, I think one of their 3-point shooters, cut his hand because they had him wrapped up, and he did not look very comfortable handling the ball with that hand in that fourth quarter. Matter of fact, with 30 seconds left, he was not showing any kind of I guess expediency. He didn't care if it seemed to move very quick. So I don't know. And then they took him out of the game and got Marshall back in. So maybe that hand was bothering him. It's the only thing I can think of is he just really had no feeling in that hand, or maybe it was really sore, or maybe some kind of lateral cut in there that he just really couldn't feel that basketball. 22 rebounds for the Salem Tigers, 18 for Osage Indians. League rebounder for Osage, by the way, was Harrison with 7, 5 for Wolf, and then 2 each for Willoughby and Long, 1 for Maverick Trusty and 1 for Ethan Wall. And free throw shooting, 8 for 13 was Osage. Salem Tigers, 8 of 16 on the game. We'll come back and wrap things up here from the Salem High School basketball gymnasium as Salem Tigers win it 69-62. We'll come back in 2 minutes. It's Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
And we welcome back to Salem High School Gymnasium. Again, Salem wins it 69-62. Stan Stevens and Cade Moody with you. And again, Salem Tigers win it by a very, very strong effort. We talked about the rebounds. We talked about free throw shooting. We talked about the scoring in this game and the great defense. Let's talk a little bit about turnovers. Turnovers were big in this game, and I know that Salem Tigers, as we mentioned, didn't score as many points off turnovers as we might have thought, but 20 turnovers for Osage in the game, but Salem had only 11. 11 turnovers. Every coach will tell you 13 turnovers is what they want to max out. 15 would be okay, but 12 to 13. Get 11, and against a team like Osage, that's got to be huge for the Tigers. And, of course, then they came back with 11 steals to boot.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Jared Patterson, he always told us when I played under him, he always says 12 or less. And, you know, a lot of times we didn't do that. And, you know,
a lot of times
we didn't do that. But this year, this team, I hate to say it because, you know, I played last year.
Yep.
But, like, I hate to say it, but this team is better than what they were last year.
Yep.
And, you know, the turnovers, they reduced the turnovers, you know. I mean, they had, like, hit or miss. They only had 12 at Licking.
Right.
And, you know, that was the first game that I called the game with you.
Right.
But overall, I mean, this season, I think they've done really well.
They have. They've done a really good job. 8 steals for the Indians in this game. And again, and they didn't seem to be as aggressive in the second half. They really did in the second quarter. They changed that whole thing around. And they had a real strong second quarter. They had 5 steals, and they scored off some of those. But I just, you know, like you were talking about, I just wanted to point out how quickly a ball game can change. But then again, Salem looked like they lost control of it a little bit in the second quarter, got it back. In that third quarter, for a minute and a half, they kind of lost control, but they got it back. You know, in years ago, I don't know if Salem would have recovered from that.
It's hard because, you know, when you're up 12 and you give it away, it's hard to just drop down and say, oh, no. Like, we've already lost, even though you're up maybe 2 or 3 points.
Right.
But this team fought, and, you know, they got down a little bit, but they came back strong, and they finished a good fourth quarter.
Salem Tigers winning 69-62. And, of course, we hope you enjoyed the contest. Again, our next broadcast on KSMO Media on just the video stream side will be Monday from Bunker, as we'll bring you the Bunker East Carter game. That's a Lady Bunker Eagle game. And, of course, they're undefeated on the year. They just coming off of the Mountain Grove Holiday Classic down there. They won that. And then on Tuesday, we'll have the Salem Lady Tiger game here from the Salem High School gym, as they'll take on the Sullivan Lady Eagles. And we'll have that one right here on KSMO. And that'll be a varsity matchup only. We'll have the varsity game on not only the video stream, but also on KSMO AM 1340 and FM 95.7. Our next boys game will be next Friday, and we'll have that contest right here on KSMO Radio. For Ben, who's doing all the video streaming, for Sally and Kenny back at the station. Not sure Kenny's still there, but Sally surely is. And we want to thank all of you. For Caden, again, good luck to you in baseball.
Thank you.
Don't get hurt.
Won't try to.
Well, okay, but don't get hurt, and we wish you the very best. And if you ever have an opportunity, if you get a day off, but I know what those college baseballs are like, you probably won't see a day off until June.
Probably not.
Probably not. But if you do get a chance to come back, I always love to have you come back. And for everyone out there, we all hope you had a happy New Year and continuing your New Year celebration this weekend. Please be very careful on the roads. There's a lot of people still out and about traveling. For everyone from KSMO, thanking you for joining us for Salem Tiger basketball, football, volleyball. We want to wish all of you a happy New Year, and we wish you the very best in 2026. We're off to a good start. Salem Tigers win it, not only in the varsity side, 69-62, but freshmen won it, 47-32. They're 4-2 on the year, and the JV won it. What a way to go. 61-52. They're 3-2 on the year, and I believe Walker Smith finished with 24 points in that game.
He did.
If I had it correctly. So, good job by Salem Tigers tonight, sweeping the Osage Indians in 3 straight. And good luck to Salem next Tuesday while they're at West Plains. For everyone listening and everyone watching, thanks again for being with us for Tiger Sports on KSMO Media. Have a great weekend and good night from Salem High School Gymnasium.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors: Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Can Oak Lumber, Salem Truss Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flyin' W Boutique, Four Rivers, American Family Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardi, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, The Hot Spot Tanning and Tuxedos, and Discount Bins. Thank you for watching tonight's game right here on KSMO Media.